Hello students, good morning. Today I am going to start your new chapter, that is chapter 5 of class 11, Morphology of Flowering Plants. This is a very interesting chapter, and through this chapter you will be come to know about different type of plants, their different parts, what are their functions, and how they are modified to do any other functions other than their original function. So let's start our topic from a plant. This is the diagram of a plant, complete plant, as we are studying about morphology. Morphology means external structure, means the parts of plant which are present outside, means which can be seen outside. If I show you a plant, means you will look this plant, the plant is look like this, and the parts are shown here are its morphological or external parts. Okay, these are the external parts, and the complete part is divided into shoot part and root part. Shoot part, the part which above the ground, and root part which is under the ground. The part that is inside the ground or under the ground is root, and above the ground is shoot. So let's see which part of a plant constitute the shoot system, and which part constitute the root system. Here you can see this is the flower, then fruit, this is stem, this is leaf, this is node from where leaves are arise, this is internode, the gap between two nodes is called internode, this is bud, further which get converted into either flower or leaf. These parts constitute shoot system. So shoot system is consist of flower, fruit, stem, leaf, node, internode and bud. Do you understand? So what is shoot system consist of? Shoot system is consist of flower, fruit, stem, leaf, node, internode, bud, etc. And the root system is consist of primary root and secondary root. We will study in detail about all these parts because our chapter is morphology of flowering plants. We will study in detail about flowers, about fruit, stem, leaf, node, internode, bud, primary root, secondary root, etc. So first topic, you can draw the diagram and take the screenshot. Now I am going to teach you the next topic, that is your root. First topic is root. As we know, from class first you are studying about the function of root. What is the function of root? Normally you will say root holds the plant, it absorbs mineral and nutrients, it prevents soil erosion. Am I right? So the function of root is to absorb water and minerals, hold the plant, prevent soil erosion. But in this chapter we will study that root performs some other functions other than its original function. So the points I have told you are its original function, and when it get modified to do different function. So first let's see what are the different type of roots. So types of roots. Roots are divided into three different types: tap root, fibrous root and adventitious root. One is your tap root, another is your fibrous root, and the next one is your adventitious. So let us understand these roots. Tap root means, tap root system is normally found in dicot plants. You know about dicot plants who have a complex structure when compared to other plants. So when we saw a dicot root, this is a dicot root. This is the main root. This is the main root. And these are the root hairs which constitute secondary root. This is main root or primary root, and the parts arise from main root are called secondary root or root hairs. So this type of root system constitute tap root system. This is tap root system. Clear? Next is your fibrous root system. This type of root system is seen in normally the plants of grass family. Grass family means rice, maize, wheat, jowar, barley, etc. etc. So in this case what happen? The root arise from a common node. This is the plant and the roots are arise means in a bunch. They are the roots. You can see they all are equal length, but here one is long and another arise from this part. So this type root I have told you tap root system, and this type of root is fibrous root and seen in monocots. Monocots. This type of root seen in dicots, whereas this type of root is seen in monocots. And roots are arise from a common point, that is from the nodal region of the plant. Next is your adventitious root. Adventitious root means, as we know, root is arise from the radical. You have studied in class 10th, a seed contains radical and plumule. This is radical, and radical in future converted into root. Radical in future converted into root. So when roots are arise from radical, either they are come under tap root system or fibrous root system. But in case of adventitious root, root here arise other than the part, means other than the part from the radical, means it either arise from the stems or from any other plant. Like in case of banana tree, you can see the roots there arise from the stem towards the ground. And in case of maize, in case of sugarcane, you will see that roots are arise from the stem nodes. Like if this is sugarcane, the roots are arise from the stem. And as I have told you, this is node, this is also node, and the part between the two node is called internode. Do you got it? So this part is internode, this is node, this is node. The gap between two nodes is called internode. So here I try to teach you that when root arise other than the radical, then this type of root is called your adventitious root. So here we studied about three different types of roots. One is tap root, which is seen in dicot. Another is fibrous root, which is seen in monocots or in the species of plant, grass family. Next, your adventitious root, which is in which the roots are arise other than the radical, means other than the root, means either from stem or any other part of the plant. Next topic we are going to study is, that is different parts or different regions of a root. You can write this. So next is your different regions. Next topic is your different regions of root. Different regions of root. If I show you only a root, then what you see? If I show you only a root, then what you see? It's different regions. So let's see how it looks. Look at this. This is a root and this is its root cap. This is meristematic region. This is region of elongation, and from here root hairs are arise. So let's divide these parts. This part is region of maturation. Region of maturation. This part is your region of elongation. This part is region of elongation. This part is region of meristematic activity. Region of meristematic activity, and this is root cap. This is a tap root, and you can see these parts. This is the root cap which protects the root. during its elongation towards the ground. Means when the root, if we put a seed in the soil, then it start growing. The root part grow downward and the shoot part grow upward. Means root goes like this and shoot part grows like this. So when a root go deep into the soil, then what happen? The root cap first prevents the root from injury. Next, the part that is called meristematic activity. As you know, meristus is the term, Latin word. Meristus means division. So here continuously cell division occurs, due to which it get elongated. So due to cell division, the part get elongated and the elongated part gradually get matured, and the process will go so on. When the root elongates, again the part get converted into region of elongation, then a region of maturation. So they are the parts of a taproot system. So first part is your root cap, second is your region of meristematic activity, means where cell division continuously occur. Due to the root grows in a downward direction. Next, region of elongation. In this region the root get elongated, means get long, and the region of maturation means this is mature region from where root hairs are arise. So they are the different part of root. And our next topic is modification of root, which is the main topic of today. Root modification or modification of root. So you can see modification of root. What do you mean by modification of root? As we know, when something or when someone does some different function other than its original function, then it have to modify itself. Suppose for me, if I am a teacher, then I am teaching you, and somebody told me to make a film, then first I have to modify myself. I have to so much fashionable. I have to regular exercise and yoga, means I will modify myself for doing another job. Exactly what happens here in case of root. As we know that the main function of root is to absorb mineral nutrients for the plant to use during photosynthesis, and it also holds the plant as well as prevents soil erosion. But if it does some other work rather than the original function, in that case the root get modified. So first we will study root is modified for storing food. First is storing food. Do you know about sweet potato? Here I am giving you example of sweet potato. Sweet potato, what is sweet potato? It is a modified root. According to the root of function of root, here the root must be absorb nutrient or hold the plant, but in case of sweet potato, the root is not doing any function which have to done by it, but here the root stores food. What? Stores food. Means the function is here different. The root here stores food. That's why we can say that the root is modified to store food. So here root modification is done for storing food. So here turnip, another example carrot, another example. They are the examples of root modification. Do you understand? Next, stilt roots. Next is root is modified, or we can say as stilt roots. So what are stilt roots? As I discussed in the above topic, that in case of maize, do you ever have seen maize plant? If you put out from the soil, then you can see the roots arise from downward as well as from node stems of the node also some roots arise, and they support the plant. This part is below the soil. This is soil, but they are above the soil, but still they have some roots and they hold the soil or gives support to the plant. That they are called stilt root, or we can see stilt root in many other plants like your money plant. Also there are some stilt root. So next is pneumatophores. Next modification is root modification is pneumatophores. pneumatophore. You will get astronauts to listen that some plants also use their roots for respiration, and these roots are out of the soil. Means if you can write this by taking screenshot. So next, this is a plant named as Rhizophora. This plant is named as Rhizophora. Rhizophora. In case of Rhizophora, the roots are arise like this. You can see this is soil and this is ground, above the ground, above the ground. So here the roots, these are the roots. So here, as we know, through leaf plants respire, but in case of this plant, the plant respires by means of its roots. That's why here we can say as it is modified. Next is the next topic is root is modified for storing food. Here we will study that root modification is done for storing food, for respiration, okay, for giving support like in case of maize. So next is our shoot system.